Okay, let us. We have 1 more minute to start our meditation. The meditation. Let me see. Okay. Let's see with the. Okay, time is right. Let's see with the. Okay. Okay, I think it's time to start. Okay, I think it's time to start. Welcome everyone for our Tuesday meditation. And I'm joining you from Philadelphia, but this is our Pittsburgh Buddhist Center's Tuesday meditation online. So I welcome all of you. And today also we are going to practice our meditation on loving kindness and short meditation on breathing. As you know, in this weekly practice, we purposely make an effort to um, change or maybe to train our mind to stay in a wholesome state. It is like try to help ourselves to experience deep loving kindness, that the deep capacity that we all have, and then gradually we try to maintain that state purposely longer period of time, so then that way we can make an impact to general tendency of the mind. And then, of course, with the mindfulness on breathing meditation, we are also training our mind to stay mindful of our speech, of our actions, of our thoughts, and then respond to situations in our life with more awareness, with more conscious awareness. So that's our goal. So today, I would like to emphasize the value of our meditation, this meditation practice, how this meditation practice can help us uh, to improve our communication skills. I think we are all, moving towards a holiday season, and we will meet so many of our family members, our friends, and it's going to be nice social gathering period. Hopefully, we will all be responsible and follow the health guidelines. But anyway, so we will get more opportunity to talk with our family members and friends. And in any case, our speech is a very important part of our life. And if you do not know how to really use our speech, it can bring so much pain and suffering and difficulty to our life. So today I would like to uh, touch this theme, like how our meditation practice can help us to improve our communication and improve our speech and how we talk with others. So as you know, our speech is very automatic. It's very habitual. Even when I talk to you right now, I don't choose every word that I'm talking to you. I have certain plan in my mind, but the moment I start my sentence, the rest of the words automatically comes to me, right? That is how we speak. It's basically we are using existing patterns, and then we express it and we change it occasionally. So whenever we talk with others, we talk to our parents, talk to our children, talk to our partners and colleagues and friends. Most of our speech is unconscious, um, and then and then it's also very reactionary, and therefore we may not speak in the best best way, in our communication. So if you have any like a difficult relationship, or maybe if you have any difficulties in maintaining the peace and friendship and connection with certain parties in your life, I think you can bring more awareness to your speech, and try to see whether we can bring more awareness, more conscious awareness, more mindfulness to the way we speak, and make a change in the relationship. So instead of simply saying things, uttering things out of habitual patterns, as out of like reactionary way, we can take a moment and purposely try to change it. Speaking with our children is really a challenging. If you had children, if you are having children, particularly when children grow up into like teenage years, it's really challenging. It's really difficult, and even to speaking with any adults also challenging. One thing I have noticed is that in our speech, whenever we talk with others, um, and because and we uh, 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 most of the time other people get hurt. Sometimes our intention may not be to hurt them, but somehow in our conversation, the other people may get hurt. As meditators, since we have been developing our mindfulness, our ability, I would like to suggest you practice this, in this holiday season. That is, to whenever you start a conversation with someone, let's say I mean, particularly when you want to ask someone to change the way, whatever the things that they are doing. Maybe if you want to like, maybe give some advice to others, particularly, maybe to children or maybe partners or friends. Whenever you want to give some advice, give some suggestions to others, make sure that before you give your advice or suggestion, to make sure to express your kindness, your concern for them. That's where we miss. When we simply want to like to express. We want to advise, give suggestion to others. It comes out of care, out of love, out of concern. But in our communication, we somehow forget to communicate that concern and love and care before we make our suggestion and advice. So that is one reason that many people get hurt, or feel get upset when we suggest or say or even advise others. So during this holiday, try to do that. Not only holiday, but even beyond the holidays. And if you really want to make some suggestions, advice, before you bring your suggestion and advice, just express your concern, your love, and you care for them. For example, if you want to say something to a child, before you say anything else, just say that, tell them that I really like you to do well in your life. My only concern, yeah, my only um, purpose is to help you to grow. I would really love for you to to be a great successful kind person. So that's my goal, and I really want that to happen. But I see that something in your life is not going to help you to become such a great person. So and then you suggest, and then why not you spend more time on this rather than on that. So before we make our suggestion, we just express our love and care. It could be to your friend, it could be to your partner, and before just take use few sentences uh, to say that how much you love them, how much you care for them, and how much you are concerned uh, about them, and then you can make the suggestion and advice. That is one thing I would like to say. But in order to do that, you need this kind of training because our speech can be very impulsive. Whenever we see our loved one are doing something not something wrong, maybe something not helpful to them, you know we can be really reactionary and impulsive, and quickly we want to correct them, we want to guide them, we want to do things right for them. So we will just simply jump into make our suggestions or advice. So that's where we need this practice of mindfulness. First of all, to become aware of that very agitation, become aware of that very need for us, very need that is arising, very urge that is arising in us to say something, to suggest something, to like advise. Just observe that. Just observe that, and take a moment to feel that urge. That's an important moment for you to understand. Sometimes there's also ego, even in that. Like that in that urge to help others, without our knowing, we can have also a sense of controlling others. We really have to be mindful. Just observe that. You don't have to deny that. You feel the urge of talking. Just observe that for a moment. It's coming. These are the words that my I'm going to say. Just feel that urge and take a moment. Okay, I have a great concern for this person. I'm going to make this suggestion. Take a breath and make sure before I say that I express my care, my love, and purposely, mindfully choose the best words you can say to express your love and care, and then you can suggest. This is what I'd like to suggest to you. So that's something. So in order to do that, we need this practice of mindfulness. If you come to this practice more and more, at least of course once a week at least, as we are doing, and you will develop this ability to watch your own urges, to act impulsively, to act reactionary. You will feel those urges, and you will take a moment. You will be able to observe them and feel them rather than simply acting out of them. And you feel them, you notice them, and then that it is very human. It is natural. Okay, now take a moment, take a breath. Okay, and then you approach this issue with some awareness, some conscious awareness, some mindfulness, with some kind of control. And as I say, sure, express your concern and express your love and care before you suggest or advise. Second one is you may have experienced that whenever we want to say something to someone, most of the time in our conversation, the other party suddenly get defensive, suddenly get protective. That's something that happens all the time. The moment we start a conversation, the moment we talk about something they have done, their plans, suddenly they become protective and defensive and try to find arguments to justify them, and very quickly our conversation become defensive. um, I think this is some other thing that we can think about. We can use our mindfulness to change. Most of the time, I think when we speak with other people, somehow they feel that they are threatened. They are being threatened. They feel that they are being challenged, or sometimes they interpret our conversation as criticism. So this is a tricky point. How we can manage this. The very quickly people feel threatened by our speech, and they feel they are being criticized, and then that is why they become defensive and try to prove their point, and instead of being open for the conversation, they become defensive. It's very difficult to continue any discussion, dialogue after that. And it's very difficult for us to convince those people. The moment they become defensive, and they will just stick into the idea. So, as mindful practitioners, what we can do. So, we really have to pay attention to the very word that we are saying, and also the tone of our speech, to make sure that our conversation, our dialogue, does not make the other person threatened, or feel threatened, or doesn't make other person feel criticized. It's very difficult. So of course, we have to use a lot of skillfulness to do that. It's not necessarily, the problem of the speaker. Is also can be a problem of the listener, who will always try to interpret things, because our communication is not one way. We can say something, and the other person has all the freedom and rights to interpret it, and yeah, interpret it. So it's not always the the issue with the speaker, also issue with the listener. But as a speaker, if you are on the speaking end, and we can do something to at least change that. So most of the time when we talk with others about incident happen, and we try to try to approach that whole thing kind of without our knowing, like just kind of throwing the blame on the other party. Like for example, let's say you had a um, some let's say bad interaction, negative interaction previously, and you would say to the other person, "Oh, the few days ago, you really hurt me," and we may say that you really hurt me. So when you say that, you already kind of put the blame and on the other person, because you said that you hurt me. The person is the real reason. Uh, the other person is fully responsible to hurt you. So maybe not, So instead of saying that you hurt me, I think if as a mindful practitioners, we can say the same thing, but using a different kind of different way. Instead of saying you hurt me, we can say that our conversation last week did really hurt me. How about that? Instead of saying that you hurt me the other week, our conversation the last week hurt me. So instead of putting the blame on the right of the person, we actually explain a situation. And then the other person may not feel criticized or feel threatened. Maybe we have some opening for more discussion. So if you try to use these skillful ways, like to communicate, instead of like pointing out, like instead of saying that you did this, we can say that this incident really hurt me. So truly, we can express our feelings, and it did really, the situation did really hurt you, definitely. So we can say that that situation, that conversation, hurt me. And then can we talk about it, or if you don't like to talk about it, do you have any time, other time? If you don't like to talk about it now, you can give the freedom to the other party. Do you like to talk it in another time? One other techniques we can use to help people not to feel defensive is that not to expect answers to our questions right at the spot. We can give freedom. I have a question, I'd like to talk about this, and if you don't find comfortable right now, you can tell me other time that you can answer this. You don't have to answer this right now, but this is my concern. So you give kind of freedom for them to, like, you don't have to answer right now, you don't have to reply right now, so they have some time to like figure it out. So that's one other way that we can do. And on the other hand, if when we see how it's difficult for other people to like interpret our speech properly, and we also should understand that we are doing the same thing to other people. So the moment that you feel, sometimes when you feel threatened, or feel criticized in a conversation, and observe that, and ask the question again: is that the other person really wants to hurt me, or the other person is really throwing the blame on me, or the other person is explaining uh, the, uh, the hurt or the challenge that that person had? So sometimes if the speaker is not skillful, at least the listener has to be skillful, not to like try to understand the message behind the words. I think as human beings, we are we have a language that's very sophisticated device to communicate, but somehow the way we communicate is not very skillful all the time. We are not really able to communicate what we really want most of the time. As I told you earlier, we want to we have a concern and care for someone, but the way we speak doesn't really communicate that care. They only communicate our frustration. So therefore, we really need this mindfulness to to improve ourselves and to do this communication skillfully. So I hope that during the next few weeks, we'll have more opportunity to talk, converse, and have dialogue with others. So remember this, and before you give any suggestion or advice to someone, and express your love and care, and then you can do the other suggestion. And whenever you talk to others, and try to try to speak in a way that they feel less threatened. Be careful, with our certain words, the way we put our sentence structures, the way we speak can make others feel threatened or criticized. So we really have to be mindful of the way that we speak. And it's always good to speak what you call speak in the way in the way that uh, like not making anyone as agents of hurting or agents of criticizing, but simply explain the situation in true sense. Actually, no one is hurting. I mean, no one can fully hurt the other one. We both parties has to have a role in that. So it's always better to try to be mindful of the way we speak with others, and as listeners, we also really have to try to be mindful and try to be skillful to get the message of the person, not really outward tone and others, but that happens, but we can use that. Of course, the very other important part of the speaking is listening carefully. Really try to listen to the other person's concerns. That also requires mindfulness, but we can talk about listening more on a different day. So I hope that this should encourage you to practice more meditation. We know that speaking can be really joyful and really meaningful, really successful way to communicate with others. Only if we use mindfulness when we speak, and it's not always like criticizing oneself, but just paying attention to the urge to speak and observe that impulsive nature, and do not and observing it and feeling it, but not follow it, and then take more conscious, more deliberate, more purposeful way to speak with others. That's where we want to be. I hope that today's practice and also the practice that you have done previously and future will help you to be a good communicator, to be a person who can use your speech in the best way. Of course, in the Buddha's path, the path towards happiness, we call Noble Eightfold Path. There are 8 items in this program, in a training program for us to be liberated from suffering. And one key item in that program is called right speech or skillful speech. And that's the important part of that. So let's use our mindfulness to choose the best words, and also to choose the proper sentence, and we mindfully choose, be more purposeful and conscious in our communication. Okay, with that thoughts, let us now start our practice. Okay, try to adjust your body, and you know that for meditation, it's important that you have a stable posture. If you're sitting on a chair, make sure that you hit your both sit bones on the chair. If you're sitting on a cushion, you can also make sure that your both sit bones are touching the cushion, and then create that inner arch of your lower back. And then at the same time, don't try to make it really, really stiff. Just you can create the lower back, but then you can drop your upper shoulders. Just keeping the inner arch of the lower back, and then dropping the whole upper body. All the upper body is relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Chest is relaxed. Everything is dropping, but the inner arch of the lower back remains. Yes, that's where we want to be. So with this, we will do certain few movements as to like create more sensations in the body, so we can establish our intention in our body. So the first one, interlace your fingers and turn it upward and try to stretch to this direction as much as possible, and slowly come up. Raise your hands and try to give a nice stretch. Oh, your spine will like it. Give a nice stretch to your whole spine and try to go as far as you can, as if you're trying to hit the ceiling. Yes, in this posture. Let us now use our breath and turn ourselves to both directions. Take a breath in here. When you're breathing out, gently turn to the right, giving a nice bend to your upper body. Release there. Breathing in, come to the front. Breathing out, go to the opposite direction. Release in there, bending nicely. Next in breath, come to the middle again. Breathing out again, going back to the opposite direction. Nice bend. Slowly coming to the middle while you're breathing in. Breathing out, going back to the left again. Feel the stretch, the muscles stretch, the ribs. And breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, let's go to the opposite direction again. Breathing in, come to the middle. For one last time, when you're breathing out, we're going to the left and gently bend our upper body. Slowly come to the middle. Now, when you're breathing out, unlock your palms and gently bring them down and gently rest them on your knees. Take a moment to observe all these sensations arising throughout your arm. All these tingling sensations, rushing of the blood. Just observe them. You may have more sensations in your fingertips. Just feel them. These sensations helps us to be here right now in this body. You have more awareness of your body. We can be in the body. Nowhere else. Right here and now in the body. Okay, let's do the second movement. Again, this time, we will simply bring our both palms to the back of our head. Okay, nicely resting your head over here. And then keeping our palm in the back of the head, we will twist our upper body. Okay, giving a nice twist to our spine. Take a breath in here. Breathing out, slowly turn to the right. Try to go as far as you can. Don't hurt yourself. Just give a nice twist. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, turn to the opposite direction. Nice twist. Slowly come in to the middle. Okay, let's do 2 more times. Breathing out, going back to the right. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, going back again to the left. Breathing in, come to the middle. Breathing out, again going to the right. Breathing in, come to the middle. One last time, breathing out, going to the left knee. Again, take a moment to feel all these new sensations. You may have more sensation in the back in your body. You can feel your shoulder blades. You can feel more awareness in the back area. Just feel them. And even pay attention to any other sensations you can feel. And just be in the body. With this awareness of the body, we will do one last movement. This is to tighten our body purposely and relax and give more awareness, relaxation to the body. So take a breath in. While you're breathing in, shrug your shoulders, tighten your teeth, clench your teeth, everything tight, 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 tight. Breathe out. Drop everything down, loosen your jaw. Feel relaxed muscles. Next in breath again, shrug your shoulders, clench your teeth, everything tight, 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 tight. Breathe out. Drop everything. Feel relaxation of the muscles. One last time, breathing in, shrug the shoulders, clench the teeth, make everything tight, 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 tight. Breathe out. Drop everything down. Feel relax. Observe all the sensations. Okay, with this awareness of the body, we will now put our palms together. Place your right palm on the top of the left palm. Rest them on your lap. Keep your chin somewhat parallel to the earth. Let us now move into a deep meditation. Just continue to observe your body. Just go around your body and try to feel your body as it feels to you right now. Observe where your feet are touching now. Observe where you touch your lower legs. Observe your upper body. Where you feel your clothes. And I will do a chant to help you to settle your mind and be in your body. Throughout my chant, try to stay within your body. Just continue to explore the very ordinary, subtle sensations available in your body, wherever your body parts are touching each other, or wherever your clothes are touching your body, or wherever you feel some warmth in your body. Just notice all these things. Stay in your body throughout the chant. Namo Buddhaya. Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. With this awareness of the body, we will now allow our mind to bring to the front the loving kindness. Loving kindness is a deep capacity we all have. Loving kindness is a genuine goodwill, genuine wish of well-being towards all. Loving kindness is the friendliness towards all beings. Let us allow this wholesome state of the mind to manifest right now. Let us open our heart, just like when we hold a baby. How do we feel when we hold a little baby? Or just like when we are petting a puppy or kitten or little bird, how do you feel? Let us open our heart just like that. Readiness to care, the warmth, genuine wish of well-being. Let us now enhance or cultivate this loving kindness to become stronger and stronger. We will start with ourselves. We will radiate that genuine wish of well-being to this living being sitting here. Just like we had a genuine goodwill, care, and love to the baby, or a kitten, or a puppy, or a bird, let's have the same attitude towards this living being sitting here. Let us wish. May this person sitting here be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Just make that willingness to yourself and repeat these words towards yourself. Be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish to all our body, all these organs in this body have been helping us so much. All these organs, our heart, lungs, and all other systems. Let us radiate this wish, extend this wish to all this body. May these lungs and whole respiratory system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digesting system, all the organs in this whole digesting system, including the liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digesting system, be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, be well, be healthy, be healed. May this urinary system, the whole genitourinary system, be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body be well, be healthy, be healed. Let us now expand this wish beyond ourselves to everyone else. Let us wish all others also to be well. Just creating a willingness, a genuine willingness for everyone to be well. How good if everyone else is safe, is fine, is mindful, is kind. How good. Let us make that willingness. May all people living in our vicinity. May all people living in this whole surrounding area, may all of them be well, be healthy, be kind, be mindful, and be peaceful. May all people living beyond this vicinity, in all other cities and regions, may all people living in this whole area be well, be healthy, be kind, be mindful, and be peaceful. Let us expand this wish as wide as we can. Let us genuinely and generously expand this wish to include as many people as we can. We just want all people to be well. May all people living in faraway places, in other countries, may all people living in all over the world be well, be healthy, be kind, be mindful, and be peace. Let's expand this wish to all other living beings, all animals living everywhere, and all other living beings, whatever life forms there may be. May all these living beings be well, be well, be well, be peaceful, peace, peace. Allow this loving kindness wish to pervade to every direction, pervade to all living beings, to all sentient beings without exception. Just expand and widen your heart to embrace all living beings to this wish. Rejoice. Rejoice this unlimited love. boundless loving kindness. Just rejoice. With this rejoice, let us abide in this peace. Let us stay in this peace by enhancing and deepening it. We can simply pay attention to our breath and keep observing the sensation of the breath. Observe the inhaling, the sensations related to it. Observe the exhaling, the sensations related to it. Just paying attention to the breath, let us abide in this peace. Let's deepen this peace. For next few minutes, be with your breath. Observe as it comes. Observe as it goes out. Whenever you have other thoughts or memories or sensations, simply come back to this breath. Be with the breath. Keep returning to the breath again and again. Be with your breath. Keep coming back to your breath again and again. Gently rest with your breath. In these last few minutes, let us give our full effort to be with the breath. At this moment, nothing else is important. Only the breath is important. It is truly happening now. Be with the breath. Sambe Santa Bhavantu Sukhi Tata Sabbe Santa Bhavantu Sukhi Tata Sabbe Santa Bhavantu Sukhi Tata. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have a meditation in our life. Feel grateful to great teachers who lived in the past, who transmitted these teachings from generation to generation. Feel grateful to anyone who helped your practice tonight, even people at home who tried, who helped or supported your meditation tonight. And feel grateful to even to this device that helped you to connect to this meditation, and to the chair, the cushion there you are sitting on, and anything else that supported your meditation. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dana, for your nice message. I'm glad that you all joined tonight, and I wish that may you carry this peace to the rest of the week and have a great, great, great week ahead. I look forward to see you again. Okay, thank you, everyone. Just leave a message if you can before you leave.